Hello. Have you ever wondered about what it's like to buy from a place like DHGate or one of those other questionable knockoff places? I know you probably see a lot of the videos on TikTok, and that's where I found out about them. And I've had good and bad experiences, and I've learned a few tips along the way. And then I'm going to share my tips with you, and then I'm going to show you some of the things that I got. Some of them were really fantastic and some of them were not. So first off, I want to tell you some of the secrets. When you go to DHGate, I would not personally order from a place that had 0 reviews. I want to see the reviews. I want to see the actual products. I want to find reviews that have photos. And that gives me much more peace of mind. The other thing that you can do if the reviews don't have any photos is you can email or message the stores and you can ask them for actual photos of the product that you're thinking about buying. The other thing is, a lot of times when they say genuine leather, they mean genuine polyurethane leather or genuine vegan leather, which to me is not leather. So the other thing that I do is I always use a credit card. And if they ship me something that is completely not as described and they refuse to take it back, which is very common, I at least have my credit card to fall back on and I can file a dispute, which is a lengthy process, but I've had really good luck with that. And that takes me to the third thing. Do your due diligence up front, because if the product comes in and it's not what you thought it was going to be and it's not what they said it was, they don't really have returns. They say they do, but they don't. They don't really accept any returns. If your shipment gets lost, but the tracking says that it was delivered, which has happened to me because I live in a condo and we have an open mailbox area, which is not where we receive packages, but it's where a lot of the DHGate delivery drivers like to dump things. They like to just throw them out in the open, and then we have package thieves that come through with laundry baskets and they fill their baskets and leave. So when we get our packages delivered to our doors, we have a lot less of that going on. But if your package gets stolen and you've purchased it with a credit card, you've got some recourse. If you don't purchase with a credit card, you have 0 recourse and they will not give you a refund. It's like pulling teeth to get a refund from them. Really, the only way you're going to get a refund is if they have proof that it was like customs rejected it, which happens sometimes, or if their delivery driver says that it was damaged or lost, which never happens, by the way, use a credit card. So first off, I want to start with a bag that I purchased. This was a Bottega Veneta dupe, and I paid the extra. I didn't pay a lot for this one, but I did pay extra because it said it was genuine leather, and it's not. And you can tell that it's not because this woven leather has the fabric, the weaving of the fabric on the backside. I don't want to take it apart because I do carry it. It's cute. It'll pass, but it wasn't. And I tried to return it. They refused to accept the return. It did come with a dust bag. I don't have a link for this one in my description because the store is closed. Big surprise. But this was really the only one I had a problem with. My other ones are gorgeous and I love them. Now, I do not have the budget or the interest in spending the full price for these bags. If I had $3,000 or $4,000, I still wouldn't buy a bag. But if I have $80 or $100, I will buy a bag. This one turned out, now this one I bought a couple years ago. So I've had this one and I've been using it for a couple of years. And this one is a Christian Dior knockoff. It's got the big D. It's got the C's on the side. It's got the crossbody strap. It says Christian Dior all over it. It's not a true Christian Dior. This one's real leather. I've had enough bags to know what real leather feels like. It's not the best quality leather, but it's really not bad either. All of the emblems have CDs on them. It's got a nice inside. And like I said, I've used this one. I've carried this one for a while. Oh, readers. So this is one that I've used and I've enjoyed, and I found knockoff shoes that match it on Amazon. So this one is very lovely. I like that one. This next one I haven't used, but not because there's anything wrong with the bag. I just don't go out very often. And I wouldn't, this isn't a bag that I would take dog walking. But it's a beautiful bag. It's a YSL knockoff. I really wanted this bag. I wanted to go out, like take this on a dinner date. I just thought it would be beautiful. And it's got the crossbody strap. It's genuine lambskin. And it's just beautiful. I love this bag. And it's got all the right markings. It feels buttery soft. This one was a win. Love this bag. Also came with a dust bag. Beautiful bag. These next two I just purchased. I was at the gas station, the fancy gas station near my house, and I saw a woman step out of a Bentley, and while she was waiting for her Bentley, she had a bag just like this, except hers was canvas. Same color, same design. I couldn't find the, I wanted her bag, and I couldn't find it. So I found this one, which is genuine goatskin. Gorgeous soft bag. Very happy with this one. It's got mixed metals. It's got the gold CCs and the turn lock, but then the strap for the crossbody has the silver metal. It's got beautiful finishing. It's got the right color on the inside. It's a beautiful bag, and I cannot wait to wear this one. But again, it's not a bag that I'm going to take on dog walks, so I'm waiting until I go out to use that bag. This next one came in a dust bag. This one was 30 bucks. It's good. This one is a Neverfull in the white checkered pattern. I don't know what that's called. It's got the vachetta straps. Gorgeous bag. I've got a few things in it. It also came with the little pouch. And I like this pattern better than the brown pattern. I feel like the brown pattern's really overdone. But this one feels nice. It's nice and heavy. It's got the logos on it. I'm sorry about the lighting. The sun is streaming right in right now, but this is just a beautiful bag, and I cannot wait to use this as like a carry-on at the airport or at my personal bag. Love this bag. But again, it's not really a dog walker bag. Next, I've had really good luck with sunglasses there. And these I got this week. They come in a nice case. I always order them with the box because I don't want them crushed in transit. And these are really nice. They say all the things that they're supposed to say. They're nice and dark. I can't remember if these were polarized or not, but they're good glasses. Also got these this month. And for the things where the stores are still open, I'm going to link everything in the description. These are really good too. I feel like a rock star when I wear these. Love these. And they say all the right things also. And they came in a box. I didn't store them in the box. Now, this pair I've had for a couple of years. I couldn't find them anymore on the website. They're probably out of style. But they're Cartier knockoffs. They came in this box. They've got the panther on the sides. They say what they need to say on the inside. And these are good. I love some pretty sunglasses. These are also fun. for when I'm feeling like this. They've got little pearls on the side. They've got the little CCs on the quilted case. All of these come with little, what do they call those, lint wipers? They have the little pearls on the side. They say, all of these, I would not know the difference. Again, I haven't spent this kind of money, so, but for me, I just feel extra when I'm wearing these. And then I've got 2 pairs of these. I bought, I mean, most people know this brand, and it's not that Ray-Bans are all that expensive, but when I can get them for $13, I will. And they've got the little Ray-Ban on the corner. I've had real Ray-Bans. I can't tell the difference on these. To me, they look just like the ones that I paid full price for. So I've got a pink pair, and I've also got a green pair. I think the green pair is in the car right now. And then I got a couple watch things. I have an Apple Watch, and I got this one a couple years ago. I had a matching phone case, and I have a matching wallet. The phone case I wore out. The wallet was kind of too big because I use a lot of crossbodies, but that was a lot of fun. And then I also got a couple of watches. Now, I had a genuine Rolex and a genuine Cartier watch about 10 years ago. My battery died right when I mentioned about my ex-husband. Go figure. So anyway, I had a real Rolex and a real Cartier about 10 years ago, and I got divorced and I moved to Texas, and I was living in a little apartment, and while I was at work one day, burglars broke in. They busted in my door, and they took everything beautiful that I had, with the exception of a diamond necklace and a pair of diamond earrings. The only reason they didn't get those was because I was wearing the earrings, and the necklace I had hung up in the middle of a bunch of costume jewelry because I had just taken it off the day before. But they got everything else. They got my pretty watches, they got my wedding band and my wedding ring, my engagement ring, and beautiful cocktail rings that he bought me. Every time he was feeling guilty, he'd buy me something pretty, and the man felt guilty a lot. So I got a lot of pretty things. But I bought myself these 2 knockoffs, and they're heavy like the real ones. They work like the real ones. I've taken both of them to a jeweler to have the bands adjusted and to have a couple links taken out because they were way too big. And this one's an automatic. This one's I wanted the blue face because I had the white face and I wanted something different. And then this one is battery operated, and I've had the battery replaced. I've gone to the jeweler both times, never had any pushback. The jewelers didn't blink an eye. Maybe they know, maybe they didn't, but they didn't give me a hard time about it. So I wear this one all the time, and it's 18 karat gold plated. I've watched a lot of other influencers talk about the color of gold, and something that they may not realize is the smaller the carats, the lighter the color of gold. So for example, if you have 10 karat gold, that's the cheapest of the solid gold. It's also the lightest because it has the least amount of gold in it. When you have things that are plated in 10 karat, 14 karat, or 18 karat, the higher the carat, the more orange the gold is going to be. 18 karat gold is more yellow than 14 karat gold. And in the US, 14 karat gold was the standard for many, many years. And so we're very used to seeing 14 karat gold, and less expensive jewelry has been available in 10 karat gold. And so we're very used to seeing that because it's more widely available, and the access point is lower. So don't let the color throw you off when you order things that are 18 karat gold plated and they're a darker color. That's because of the gold content. So this is plated, and I've noticed too that back in the 80s and the 90s, when you got gold plated jewelry, it wore off. And the plating technology has vastly improved. And I've noticed I buy a lot of plated gold jewelry because I'm buying it for myself, and I'm buying it just to wear it and enjoy it. And I've noticed that I can wear things, I can swim in them, I can wear them every day, I can sweat in them, I can shower in them, and the plating doesn't wear off like it used to. Back in the day, if you didn't buy something that was 10 karat or 14 karat gold and you opted for the plated gold, it was going to wear off within a year. And now I have things that I've worn daily for a year and I really haven't had a problem with them. So the plating has really, the technology for the plating has really improved. But back to what I was going to tell you about DHGate. Some of the keywords that you want to look for and search for when you're searching for a bag are things like mirror quality, 10A quality, 8A quality. Though they have different levels of the quality, and the mirror quality will look exactly, it'll be a mirror copy of the original. Now, even with mirror copy, you can still get non-leather like handbags. So you have to look for things like genuine cowhide leather. If they just say genuine leather, that's kind of a gray area with these Chinese websites. They'll say genuine leather and it's genuine polyurethane leather, or it's genuine plastic leather, which I don't know how they get away with that, but they do. So you want to see things like genuine goatskin leather, genuine cowhide leather. Those words I've had better luck with. So if you want a pair of shoes, I got 2 pairs of shoes. These were very popular. These were the Hermès knockoffs that say Hermès in the shoe. They also came in a dust bag. Also, if you order things with boxes, they're more likely to be held up at customs. So you might want to get things just in the bags. And then I also got this pair of shoes. I've had these for a while. These are beautiful goatskin leather shoes. And I've got some other things that are on their way that haven't arrived yet. I've got some pink Gucci loafers. I've got a pink Louis Vuitton embossed bag. And those things haven't made it here yet. So those are not going to be included in this video. I may make a follow-up if it's something that you want to see. And if you watch my outfits of the day, you'll probably see them there too. But the shoes are very nice. But again, you have to type in words like genuine cowhide leather, genuine goatskin leather. And if you go to the original website and you see something that is just gorgeous and beautiful, you can take a screenshot of what you want and look at the type of leather that it's made out of. And you can upload that picture to the DHGate website, just like you can Amazon. And it'll show you everything similar that's available. And then you can add the keywords mirror quality, goatskin leather, calfskin leather, if that matters to you. If it doesn't, you can save a lot of money by getting the polyurethane. The polyurethane that they have on many of their items is very nice quality. But if you want something that looks and feels like the original, then you want to be very specific in the terms. And then also message the sellers and ask them for actual pictures, because none of the pictures on DHGate will show any logos. They won't show that things say the brand name on the inside. None of that will be on their public pictures, but they're happy to email you pictures or send them through the messenger. And you can also see those pictures with the logos in the reviews. So I would find sellers that have many sales, many reviews, preferably with photos, and then message the seller. Because if the sale goes wrong and the item's not what you expected, they're not going to accept a return. They're not going to give you a refund. They may send you a second bag, but they probably won't. They'll probably just tell you to eat it. And so do your due diligence up front. And I think if you do, then you'll have good luck. Now, many of their things still take a really long time. The things that I'm waiting on, I ordered a month ago, still waiting. And a lot of times the tracking information isn't updated regularly. So in that case, what I have done is, for example, on the bag that I'm waiting for and the loafers that I'm waiting for, both were ordered a month ago. Neither has moved. As far as I can tell, the tracking hasn't been uploaded. So I've opened a dispute. And, you know, they've got to get back to me. Usually what I've noticed happens when I open a dispute through them is they'll upload the tracking. If that doesn't happen, then I can file a complaint with my credit card and say, look, I ordered this a month ago, I never got it, they never updated the tracking, and my credit card company will give me my money back. And then if I do ever get the item, then I can just call them and say, hey, cancel the dispute, I got my item. And that happened in the Celine sunglasses. They said that they were delivered a week prior, and I never got them. They said that they were put in my mailbox. I checked my mailbox, nothing was there. They called me a liar. They said that, you know, the post office said that it was delivered. Well, it wasn't. And the sunglasses did arrive 2 weeks later through the post office. So I don't know why the post office marked things as delivered when they weren't, but they did, and it happens. So I filed a credit card dispute, and my credit card had put the money back in my account. And when I got the sunglasses, I called my credit card and said, hey, I got the sunglasses. We can go ahead and cancel that dispute, which they did. It's very easy. So use a credit card, check the reviews, ask for pictures, and type in the right keywords. You know, if you want really nice leather, you have to type in the type of animal skin, whether it's goat skin or calf skin. If you just say leather, they're going to try and sneak in some polyurethane. And that's, to you and me, isn't leather. And I've also noticed, like, even with these were the genuine goat skin leather. They're beautiful, they're soft. They ran about a half size big, but they stunk to high heaven. The chemicals that they use at those places, a lot of these bags will stink when you get them. If you air them out, the stink usually goes away within a week, but the stink is real. So, but it's not on everything. I hope this helped somebody, and I hope you had fun looking at what I've gotten. And I hope you have a great week. I'll see you next time.